Here we go with yet another episode. I recorded this one last night.
Hey-ya!
So I might not remember some things, so that could make it interesting. Because I'll be able to comment on stuff that I don't remember from last night. I was sick, then I had like a sinus infection, and I had to chew myself full of saline. Here I'm testing out the... Once you get to 50 and you can do the thing in VADS, you can also do it as you're playing with moving forward power attack. I believe the move is called Crusher. In Motherfucker. In this episode, I believe I finally go on down to the fucking Prim and stuff. Hopefully I'm not doing a VO for a thing I've already done. Let me double check on that, make sure I'm not voicing over an episode I've already done. Yeah, here's me checking out the different things. I don't know how to get a blade block or whatever it was, so I assume that's the thing you need to loot. Or need to buy. Armor Repair Kits is his own mod for, like... I knew that there were some armors that are hard to fix up because of, like, the cost of it, so I was like, might as well just get a mod for that. Oh, 4 people watched my video last night? Or they restarted it over and over again, maybe. But yeah, looks like this is a new one. Yeah, hardwood log. I don't know quite where to get that. Whetstone, I should keep I think I found a couple of those. Oh yeah, we're still doing the house stuff.
Hey there.
Unfortunately, it won't be finished until after I can get the Helios. But that won't take too long.
Don't forget, if you need some repairs, nobody will fix it as good as me, and I need the money. Until next time.
And what why so desperate for money?
He's never
I like to imagine he's got multiple children that he needs to pay for. You know, despite the fact that ghouls can't have kids. Pretty sure, yeah, that's... I don't think the ghoul that had kids was canonical. Unless you get stuck paying for child support, if your kid was ghoulified. And that Billy the kid in the fridge, or whatever it was. I wonder if that's a reference to Billy the Fridge. I spoke to him once. Oh yeah, I like how, I think because of the quick loot thingy, it actually makes so you can see these animations. Because normally they're like behind the menu. Yeah, this place is pretty cool. It's got a lot of little storage. It eventually gets an auto-sorting system that I don't quite understand how it works. I don't think it works with modded stuff very well, but you can always just put in like the vanilla stuff and then sort it out depending upon what those categories are. And I think those are tied to the fact that the area is changed by the mod, so they constantly respawn. I really like that sledgehammer look.
Can I help you, friend?
Okay, here's what I have in stock.
He's a decent trader. Doesn't give you a huge discount, though. Looks like he upcharges 50%? Almost 50%. Yeah. Although if I remember right, one item is like strangely low priced. I might dwell on it when I get to it, because I think I was like looking at it and I was like, this seems low.
Howdy, neighbor. How you doing? See you. Can I help you,
That was me
friend?
just fucking up and clicking the wrong
Okay,
option.
here's what I have in stock.
I keep saying I'm gonna sell off some of that money, but it's just like, I like having the money though. Use it for decoration. I need to fucking eat. I was gonna eat before I started, but then I forgot. Yeah, I should get some more of those. I should get like bone saws and stuff for those weapon mods. Because I feel like you're not gonna use them up in the process. Though at the same time, it's just like you kind of do for the weapon repair kits. So I don't know. Yeah, those are sold at slight loss, it looks like. Like 6 caps lower than normal.
Can I help you, friend? Yes, luckily the wiring in the walls is intact and ready to be tied into the new solar power system. It's pretty genius, actually, but it's still very simple. The sun charges the batteries, and the batteries power the school. The batteries are inside of a UPS, or uninterrupted power supply, that Dean's been fixing up. He tells me that everything checks out so far except for the inversion coil in the thing. It's completely burned out and needs to be replaced. Also, in addition to the coil, we need a small solar panel to use to charge the whole thing up. Well, it's a nifty piece of tech. The simple explanation is the solar panel collects energy from the sun and sends it to the UPS system. The UPS system uses that energy to keep its batteries charged, but the power from the batteries is DC voltage. And unfortunately, everything in the school runs off of AC voltage. That's why the UPS has the inversion coil, or inverter, to convert the DC to AC so it can power up the school. It converts the power, feeds it to the transfer switch, which sends the power to the main panel and on into the school. Yes, excellent question. That could be a problem, could it not? Well, this system also has a backup generator that kicks in if the batteries get too drained. The generator also recharges the batteries when the UPS is offline. Everything ties into the transfer switch, which controls which power source is being used. It transfers or switches back and forth between the solar and generator power depending on which one is online. Not sure, but the only place we might have a chance finding them would be that old solar energy facility called Helios 1. Hell, I'm not even sure you can get into that place anymore. NCR's got it on lockdown these days. Are you up for giving it a shot? Now, I didn't mean literally give it a shot, so don't go getting yourself killed over this. I'll let Dean know to go ahead and get everything installed. If you can find that coil and solar panel, just give them to Dean when you come back. That way you two can work together on the installation. Good luck.
I should ask my friend who does construction stuff, how real that all is. So I recognize some of the techniques that are being done, like the shit that's involved. Oh yeah, I do believe we go hit up Randall for the bounties. It's too low level and not far enough into the game to deal with that, but I wanted to get it out of the way and to get a little bit of XP from it. I still plan on trying to get to Cueto, Ergo Sum's initial stuff. To need the camera so we can start going around and when I have the options to take the pictures. Yeah, I might stop using throwables and just start using a gun. Although the way the Wasteland Warrior does add more cool stuff to the throwable weapons, it just seems like the raw damage is nice because like 50 or so for that. But it's just an issue when it's why spend like
We there yet?
why spend, 5 seconds trying to hit with one thing when in those 5 seconds I could shoot, say, 5-10 times and do even more damage. And reliably too, because it's easier for me to shoot something with a gun than it is to chuck a spear at them. And making poisons isn't like super. Oh shit, a bunch of people just messaged me on Discord. Making poisons isn't super reliable either, because it takes up resources that I can't always just farm, because I believe you need turpentine for some of the better ones.
Big mistake, friend.
Also, yeah, Niner just kind of killed him before I can fucking chuck him.
Big mistake, friend.
Might just switch to like an AK or something. Be a fucking paladin with an.
These powder gangers are some dirty bastards, I'm telling you.
Hopefully that's a rough, like, that's area specific, because he does have, like, area specific shit, he says, I believe.
Big mistake, friend. He's never see us.
do like the Mini 14 Ruger. I've got one of those back. So could use that, and then just use my big hammer, like, indoors, and when I get close enough.
Ah!
I think what happened there was Niner shot him in the dynamite, which is funny.
You like that?
There are times like
I don't know.
this when, like, it's good to use a throwable because you just stick them like this.
They killed him.
But these times are so far and few between. I'm also a fan of the Uzi. Although I might just give Niner the Uzi. I'd have to keep him stocked up on 9mm though. Yeah, I tried doing demolition removal via spear, doesn't work. Yeah, I don't get why these are counted as stolen. They're bandits. I don't think it's considered stealing when you take stuff from like Vipers. And I do believe I'm still evil in this playthrough. I haven't done enough good boy stuff. Once you get gecko kebabs, those are going to be the bee's knees. Rushing water is going to be really good for melee. I was half tempted to make it, but I was like, I want to keep the 2 water at all times. I thought this would be a melee weapon, and that would have been cool. Yeah, I think it's honey mesquite. I think I pronounced it wrong in the last episode. I think it's a mesquite. But I was, you know, sick as shit. Oh yeah, that was the thing I was gonna put down in the description. I was gonna be like, here's things I said wrong. Yeah, this is Crusher. I love it.
You going down, pal?
These dudes don't believe in danger close.
Could take me?
It might just be an issue if I need to start using stuff that isn't. Oh, there goes the ring from the concussion. I was gonna just like walk it off for a bit, but -4 perception's pretty bad. There is a mod to make it so that the Four Eyes trait actually makes it so that the screen is blurry if you don't have glasses on. And also there I fucked up and used the darkness back for my entire body instead of just my head.
Oh, I'm knackered. I had the worst night's sleep last night. When we camped out, some prick comes along, shakes me, wakes me up. Starts ranting on about bottle caps. Don't worry though, I took care of it. Shot him in his stupid face, then went back to bed. Problem solved.
This Underworks, I don't know if it's from a specific mod, but there is a mod that I have that's like interiors project where it adds like a dozen or so extra interiors to the game in areas that were like, if you saw like a door and you couldn't get into it, kind of stuff like that. It's like extra little dungeons or little areas and stuff like that.
I really have more important things to do. Sorry.
This is from the mod that the Electro City mod that adds that makes all the lights
I really
turn
have more
on,
important things to do. Sorry.
which helps with the. Pretty sure that's the mod itself, unless it's tied to the darkness mod or vice versa. But yeah, it's neat little screen just turned off because I didn't turn my mouse.
Hold up. There are death claws all over the damn place north of here. I'd turn back if I were you. If you want to get to New Vegas, you're better off heading east from Prim and then looping north. It's a heck of a lot safer. If you insist on going north, don't be expecting a rescue when you get into trouble.
Generator's still not working. Big
And
surprise.
of course, I see free money basically, so I gotta steal it. Each of those are worth like a cap. After, if I can't get it for the full price. I was so worried that he noticed because he stood up. Oh, Schnuffles. He's ugly cute. I mostly came here to get XP. It is cute to see Oh yeah, also there's some skill books I steal. And money. He's a cutie. That was me trying to pet him. I assume Snuffles is a he. Because I think,
Sure is nice to have the lights on again.
Mayor Chomps? Like Mayor with a Y in the middle. Or Louis Chomps, the foreman dude. The guy who stops you and you're like, oh, don't get fucked in the ass by death claws. Is a snaking mission. I totally forgot about the duck and cover.
The Death Claws have been keeping their distance, for now.
Sun's too bright. Is the sun always this bright?
Probably should have saved before I did this, because it wasn't even worth it. Because you get more cabs out there in the 2 boxes. I don't... Maybe Mentats would have been enough? Like, perception-wise? Yeah, that was like 40 caps or whatever, and this is like way more. Maybe the karma loss is tied to how valuable the item is. So when I was stealing the powder chargers, they weren't all that much.
Hello?
Or maybe because I wasn't getting the karma hits when it was the powder gangers, it might just be an issue of like, it lets you know that you if they see you taking it, they'll fuck you up. Which is different than getting the karma losses, which is all that I care about. Not enough to stop stealing, though. Got them sticky fingers. Could always just pass it off as her still getting into being a paladin. But also as another thing, I'm never gonna stop stealing stuff. Also, they had strange meat pies, which I'm pretty sure is just slang for human meat.
Let me ask you a question. What's the tastiest thing you've ever eaten? Ah, yeah, can you believe some people still eat that stuff? Anyway, I've got this recipe for a Deathclaw omelet that I've been itching to try. I don't have much in the way of money, but... All right. Sure thing.
I believe she's a reference to Fallout 2. Her aunt or whatever. Rosie? Whatever her name.
Hey there, what's new? Sure.
Yeah, I believe you shoot out the Deathclaw's eyes with a BB gun or something. I want to say the difference between Fallout 2 and Fallout New Vegas is like 40. No, I don't think it's 40 years. Because Ganon isn't 40, and he was like a little kid when I think it was the Poseidon Energy platform blew up. So maybe something like 25 years? I'm not sure, because since like the remnants are quite old. They're like in their 60s or 70s or whatever. I'm assuming 60s. Although
Thanks. All right,
I've
then.
seen, this is me trying to get a better look at a necklace. Though I've seen some 70-year-olds that are pretty ripped. Because if it was 25 years, give or take. And they're all like 60. It's still like 35 average age. Which I think is still in like... Oh shit, what's the term for it? Like operational age, that you're still allowed to be like front lines and all that. And you're not just like desk jockey. Because I think it's like 40. They're like, hey, you gotta, like, your body's not quite good enough anymore. Unless you're like, I assume special ops, they don't care as much, because it's just like, they use what they can take. I think with Wasteland Warrior, I take half as much rads from drinking sources, which is a nice little side thingy to the perk. Playing D&D, I'm used. I love New Vegas because of all the perks and the traits and stuff. So when I run D&D, I run it very feat heavy, and so understanding how feats work as somebody who runs D&D, I appreciate well-made perks, which are beyond, you know. The Fallout 3 ones weren't as well made because it was like, ooh, +5 or +10 to skill. Meanwhile, with perks in New Vegas, they can fundamentally change how things work. Also, I think this is one of the few times you can find a red roach in the game. I think this is a scripted event. It moves way too fast for that. That went flying. I noticed the leg. I try and catch the leg, but it looks like I don't know where it landed. I might have changed the values on... the ragdolls. I believe when I level up this episode, I pick up the Way of the Super Mutants or whatever. Gives me 3% more chance with two-handers and 10% more damage flat, which is nice. An extra 5 or so damage. I tried skipping time to see if he would like catch up, but I don't know why he's stuck. He's not even stuck. He's just not walking down. Oh, he has a pathing issue. Because, you know, he just run down that. The buffalo gourd seeds are good because once you get to a high enough survival, you can combine them with...
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Prim is off limits. It's your ass. Don't say you weren't warned.
With the medical tubing or whatever it's called, and make snake bite tourniquets, which automatically remove poisons.
He's never see us.
I'm half tempted to get those, and then get to like where I can use those, and then go up to do the lollipops. Let's see, what survival do I need? I think to make anti-venom, you need red scorpion poison and night stalker blood, it's saying. Of course, I always steal from the NCR, this stuff.
I'm Sergeant McGee of the New California Republic Army. I'm from Hub originally, but it's... Ma'am?
I only need 30 survival, and I think I got that. See how I can make a bunch of those? Run up.
God damn, look at that snake. Ah, you're a big one, ain't you, fella? Ah! Sexiest of me.
Run up and go do the lollipops. could just bring bad motherfucker. I don't know. I might poll my friends and see if it's too cheaty to be like, super mutant, yes, please, meat shield for me. But also, that motherfucker's a fun guy. He and I could be Bash Brothers, using big fuck-off hammers together. I assume the NCR are the ones that put the mines in this. Though it's just like it's, you know, everything's what's the word for it? Like an extrapolation of like the situation. But like, I think you can get out of Prim via other way. I think you can like sneak out through the holes in the walls or whatever. And I think a mod or whatever adds an extra couple of enemies here because they are like in a building. Yeah, I might just... These throwables are just not cutting it.
Had enough?
Like, I dig the using the big armor stuff, because, you know, I'm just tanking bullets like they're petty bullshit. Also, I like the
This is
piercing
hopeless.
element to the hammer. That's how you would do it, is with, you know, to pierce heavy armor, you would use a hammer that got a little thingy on it. That's what hammers are for. The Ray-Ban aviators, they get me every time I see them. Fucking Beagle, taking his shit. It's so crunchy for a soup. I might make some soup. I got ramen. I don't feel in the mood for ramen, though. Could make a grilled cheese. Spaghetti. Did open up a new thing of Alfredo the other day.
Don't touch Mr. Killingsworth.
I don't know if I ever dwell on it, but Mr. Killingsworth, I believe, is his teddy bear. Or it could be a little dinosaur. Can't remember.
Don't touch Mr. Killingsworth.
The reason why I want to get the lollipops really quick is that some instances in which you can get take photo shoots are tied to like one-off events, and I don't want to not have the camera. Specifically, the one in Prim when the deserters show up. One of the alternatives is you can pay the leader, I think, 50 caps, and she'll do a photo shoot for you. It's considered evil, but I don't know. I think they consider it evil because it's like you're letting her go.
Damn! I'm broke. Let's stop.
lose a few spears coming up, I believe. I'm trying to keep an eye on where I lost them.
Who's there?
That one.
I'm out of here!
Come on, hit me, you little bitch.
Oh, I must have thrown it into the ground and didn't pick it back up. I thought it went into the enemy. Yeah, I've got high survival. I can make those tourniquets easy. Some of these perks are pretty neat. Oh, one day I'll get the Vor perk. Because it's funny. And there's a mod that involves cannibalism, but I wanted it to be funnier. Hopefully it doesn't conflict. Like, it's the same... I assume it's the same ID. Like, the same perk ID. Your Way of the Crushing Mutant. I believe I technically could have made my character slightly less strong, but I think this way I'll be able to use the biggest weapons in the game. But now I've got +1 DT, and I think it was slightly more better shaped with my hammer, so that's nice. At 15 DT is not bad. My naked DT is probably 4.
I can make us some nice surprise if you want.
So I think...
See what you do is, you get a dead thing, you wipe its ass, you show it a match, and then you eat it.
Because I think that perk I just got is 1 DT flat. Like, it doesn't matter if you're wearing armor or not. And then the Wasteland Warrior one adds +3 if you're wearing light, and I believe no armor. I'm not 100% sure on that. And I'll get Eddie soon enough. I feel like robots are not immune to poison in New Vegas. So I feel like Eddie has died before from poison. I'm gonna check to see if I have the mod that makes it so that my companions don't die during hardcore mode. Because if I don't, there's a perk I can get that lets me use super stim packs to bring an ally back up. Oh yeah, once you come in, their heads spawn exploded. That's... yeah.
I fought the law and I won.
Because when he said I fucked the law. They might have said I fought the law, I don't remember. I'm multitasking.
It's gotta be real quiet, like.
Oh yeah, the flies. I believe you can hear flies here. I'm honestly half tempted to like barely, like not even edit the audio, just so that I don't have to spend another... Because editing my audio takes roughly twice as long as the audio is. You know, give or take. And even if it only takes as long as the audio is, that's still an hour of editing audio. So I could take an hour off if I just don't edit out, like, the creaks of my chair and the clicks of my mouse. Oh, sweet Jesus. Next is Mod Manager wants to update again. It's been updating a lot. I guess I'll just update that while I wait. Hopefully that didn't fuck up the audio. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Agreement. Next.
A6, you hungry? I can make us some nanny surprise if you want. See what you do is, you get a dead thing, you wipe its ass, you show it a match.
Like, the shittiest part of having to update it over and over again is just having to repin it to the thing. Alright. Okay, this is the new one. Gotta check to see if the newest version is pinned. The other sounds are really pretty neat. Like, they're very light, and those ingredients aren't too uncommon. And they do a lot of healing and a lot of food. I think it made me wet too. Yeah, they made me a little bit moist. Okay, cool, my thing did pin. Gameplay, effects, and changes. Oh, the reason why I run faster sometimes is I've got Marathoner, which means that when I'm out of combat, I run 25% faster, and it negates armor. But when you've got a weapon out, or if you're in combat, the armor penalties kick in, you lose the 25%. It's a pretty nice little mod. Makes it easier to get around. Any other companions? So I've got unlimited followers.
Don't touch Mr. Killingsworth.
And stuff like that. Maybe it's a setting in there that makes it so they don't die. There are mods that I can't really show off because of the fact that I can't show off music, but I do have a radio mod called I think it's the Conrad one.
Okay, but I know exactly what's...
It's pretty nice. Adds a shit ton of extra music for when you're tired of Mr. New Vegas. Like, I like him as a DJ, but it's just, you know, also showing off weapons, the Makarov. I've never really done like an assault rifle build kind of deal, so I might do that. Get the grunt perk and be good with assault rifles and light machine guns. I don't know if the modded weapons are tagged with those skills so that they're affected by them, but you know, it's still nice to have an assault rifle, an AK. Thankfully I have an extra sledgehammer back home, so whenever I need to repair this one once it's all fucked up, I can repair it.
Big mistake, friend.
I'm gonna try and not spoil any, like, mod stuff in terms of, like, story. I don't think I have spoiled much of the story yet.
Accept us. Am I right, Six? Am I right?
Because I still want you to experience it as it happens. I mean, I've said, like, oh yeah, there's gonna be a thing over here, but you don't quite know what thing it's gonna be like. You know, there's gonna be a bounty some places. There's gonna be a bounty there, and there's gonna be a bounty at the Lone Wolf Station. New Vegas bounty's 1. Typically involves you only having one bounty to go after. New Vegas bounty's 2. He ramped up the difficulty. Also made it so that you can do it non-lethally, which I plan on doing. And I'll probably only bring one companion to do those bounties. Probably Russell. You know, if I tell people to switch to melee, they'll do less damage than the guns. And so that will be less of an issue, because all I gotta do is I reduce them to like 50% health and then talk to them. Hopefully there's a perk that makes it so that like, I can do that from better range, because it's just an issue.
But accept us. Am I right,
There's
Six?
gotta be a mod that makes it so that I'm getting no karma for killing them, because I don't have the Jay Sawyer mod in. I gotta try that one of these days, because it makes it even more harsh. But I need some way to get my karma up.
Okay, but I know exactly what's in there.
But I might just edit the audio to the bare minimum. Because there's an issue of, like, exporting it out of Shotcut takes, like, 40 minutes. And then uploading it to YouTube is another, like, 40 minutes. So that's 80 minutes. That's, like, on the low end. So, like, maybe, like, an hour and a half of, like, just sitting around waiting for it to do that shit. And I can't record during that time. I believe, anyway. Because uploading stuff takes up enough power that it would drain FPS.
We've got to be real quiet, like.
Part of the reason why I like just stealing everything is just how petty and funny it is. Nice painting. Yeah, some guy has, like, good taste in paintings. He puts a bunch of classical ones in his mods.
Hello. Welcome to Randall and Associates. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Stephen Randall, owner and operator. I assume you're here for the position, correct? Hell yes, it's open. I can begin the interview if you're ready. I only have one question. Are you willing to kill people for money? Yes or no? That's good, but I need to be upfront with you. You'll be pursuing high-risk bounties. Many of the targets are extremely dangerous. But with the high stakes comes increased rewards. There's cash for every bounty, and increased payment as you complete more contracts. There's quick money in bounties, but you can rapidly make a name for yourself, and a lot of people will be looking for payback. So, what's your decision? Are you still ready to pursue the bounties? Your first target is Tom Quigley, a former NCR Ranger who's rumored to be the best marksman in the Mojave. Apparently he contracted syphilis and steadily lost his fucking mind. Despite his abilities with a rifle, he was drummed out of the Rangers. He eventually turned to banditry and murder, taking great pleasure in sniping Brahmin caravans from afar. Quigley's crazy, but he's still damn lethal. He's usually camped out in the hills west of the old Poseidon gas station. Any questions? I'm a relative newcomer to Vegas. I grew up far, far to the east. My parents were Brahmin herders somewhere near the Mississippi. I never figured to be a violent man. I hardly shot a gun till I was in my 20s. I just wanted to raise my own family in peace. One day a man came calling. He offered to help with chores, and he seemed sincere. He was a big help for several days, so I let my guard down. He clubbed me in my sleep, and tied and gagged me. Then, he made me watch. He raped my wife right in front of me. Then he cut her open, pulled the baby right out of her belly, and butchered it right there. He carved off most of my face, and then he left me for dead. That was 15 years ago. I've been searching for him ever since. For years he was always 2 steps ahead, preying on families in isolated areas and repeating his crimes. A few years ago I heard he had a run-in with the regulators at the D.C. wasteland, but it's just a rumor. He's probably dead by now. I resigned myself to this profession, and over time I've come to grips with the fact that chasing that man is a dead end. You got quite a story out of me, didn't you? I haven't talked about that in years. Any other questions? His name was Marco. He's almost certainly dead by now. But if you ever come across him, shoot him for me. Any more questions? That's for me to know and you to find out. Any other questions? Good. Bring back Quigley's trigger finger as proof and you'll get the bounty. Just don't get killed out there. Have you killed Quigley yet? What the fuck are you waiting for? Get out there and kill him. I'll see you later.
I like how fast it is. Just like instantly. Of course, a lot of quest givers are like that. And then I just turn around and just do it again.
Have you killed Quigley yet? What the fuck are you waiting for? Get out there and kill him. I'll see you later.
Also, like I've said, with friends before, the whole, like, oh, there's a woman in the story and there needs to be drama. Oh, she's gonna get raped. And that's just, like, low-hanging fruit every time. It's just, like, one of the reasons why I wanted to play a fucking female character was just like, oh, I want to fucking be a proactive badass about it. I try and be slow enough when going through the notes so that you can pause it and read it if you need to. Want to. But I've already played through this mod before. I played through all these most of these mods before. There's 2 mods that I haven't played through yet. They're like sequels to stuff that I played, 3 years ago. So yeah. The fucking... Hopefully there's no conflicts with those mods, because I haven't tested those mods out yet. So I might go through like half a mod and then it turns out, oh, that's not gonna work. So I have to back out of that. Hopefully they work. Hopefully my computer can handle them. Hopefully. I've read that the GOG version, I'm using the Steam version, is more stable, I might pick that up. That depends if I can easily swap over the mods and everything else, which I don't know if that's an easy thing to do. If it isn't, I won't do it. So I don't.
Six, check out what I found. It's one of those pre-war magazines on, It's on, Damn, I wish I could read.
If it's not, like, just swap it over kind of stuff.
Feeling thirsty?
I don't want to have to remod the game, because that's a bitch.
Okay, but I know exactly what's in there.
Feeling thirsty? Another satisfied customer. Be careful.
Don't touch Mr. Killingsworth.
Feeling thirsty?
Yeah, fucking mentioning to a friend how, like, it's just, a lot of times women are just, they just are not written very well at all. They're either A, whores, they're B, damsels that need to be rescued, or C, raped and or dead.
Thanks.
Recently, they studied bones of buried honored warriors and all that. They found that, oh, these skeletons we thought were from dudes? No, they were from women. So yeah, there were warrior women with, like, buried honored dead. Also, that's me paying her back for stealing her 6-shooter. I gotta remember to linger around bathrooms because of the poetry. I'd edit these more, but, lack of energy and also it's just a bitch. Because what I'd have to do, and I think I've gotten to the point where I know the audio setting I would need to set it to, but
Hey,
when you chop up the footage in order to, like, change out certain things, add in, like, images or put text into it, it chops up the video, and so when you go in to, like, set the audio so that your voice, my voice, is, like, sounds good with it, you have to go through every single fucking cut in it. And so it's just, oh man, I don't want to add another 15-30 minutes to each episode. I just want to put these up.
Don't touch Mr. Killingsworth.
One day I gotta get Sunny Spiles as a companion, because she's pretty dope. You know, there's a mod or two for it. Oh yeah, Mr. Killingsworth, I think he's a little dinosaur. Yeah! One of the reasons I don't like using Niner as a pack mule is just that, because he's got so much unique stuff to him, I don't want to accidentally take him. I do take some of his chems, though. So yeah, what I'll probably do is, what's up, Dud? Editing this, and then getting it to export. I'll go eat. By the time I'm done eating and watching some YouTube, it'll probably be done exporting, and then I can start uploading it, and as it's uploading, maybe watch more She-Ra, because I need to finish She-Ra up.
What size? What's up?
I want to get as much night vision weed from him as possible before he goes back to Vegas. So I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I think he spawns in the nearest settlement that you are in, but I think he goes back to Vegas after like 3 or so days. Or he just sticks around, I can't remember.
Enjoy. Come to... What's up?
Cat Eye is way too expensive. Like, it should be like the other chems. Because, like, even in vanilla, Cat Eye isn't too useful. You just turn the brightness up. I mean, by default, the brightness at night is still, like, not even an issue. Maybe it's the darkness mod that makes it so that Cat Eye costs so much.
Enjoy.
Well, only a couple more minutes left of the episode. Mostly just management of, the menu. Inventory management.
What's up?
Gotta get that night vision weed. I should have enough night vision weed.
Enjoy. Better living through chemistry.